Crappy attitude. Where do they come from? Where do these crappy attitudes come from, right? You go to bed, you're feeling good about life, you get up in the morning, something happens, and all of a sudden we have a crappy attitude all day, right? I'm laughing because it can happen to me as well. So this isn't something that just happens to a few of us. It can happen to a lot of us and I'm going to give you an example of a story where we create our own crappy attitude. And I know we don't want to take responsibility for having a crappy attitude when bad things happen to us, but it is our responsibility. And I'm going to give you a great short example. I've been working with a client now for a couple weeks, and she came to me because she said her attitude sucks. And she wanted to find out the reason why and how to change it and all this kind of stuff. I said, not a problem. And after a couple weeks working together, she came in and she was just really distraught. And I said, what's going on? She said, oh my God, I've had the last 3 out of the last 7 days have sucked. And I said, why is that? She goes, well, the world is so insensitive and people don't have compassion and the world is filled with a bunch of idiots. And she went on and on and on. I'm thinking, wow, something terrible must have happened. So I said, go ahead and describe, when all this started. She said, oh, that's easy. 3 days ago, I'm going to work and this guy cut me off in one lane and then he came back and cut me off in another one. And then he cut me off in another one. I couldn't believe it. I'm yelling at him through the window, which I understand that, right? And then I get to work, and the first 3 people I see, I'm telling them the story, how unfair this world is and how crappy guy drivers are. And then at lunchtime, I went out with my boyfriend. We had lunch, and he said, boy, you're in a bad mood. I go, yeah, because this is what happened, and I relived it. And then in the afternoon, I relived it again. And then at night at the gym, I work out with my best friend, and she said to me, geez, you're not really here, are you? And she goes, no, and you wouldn't believe what happened. See where I'm going here? And so because she relived the story 5 or 6 times in that day, every time she relived the story by telling other people how terrible life is and how terrible guy drivers are and how people are suck and they have no compassion, she continued to recalibrate the potential her learning and healing of her attitude into a terrible attitude. And you and I do the same thing. Like the more we bitch, the more we complain, the worse our attitude is. And then we have other people that I'm going to say that I work with that are quite awakened. They've been doing this personal growth work for 20 years, and they'll have the same story, but they'll have a different reaction. So they'll have a terrible experience in traffic. Someone cuts them off 3 times. They call one person. They vent. They share. And they move on. And if it comes up later on in their mind, they don't call someone else. They might write about it. Like this really sucks the way this person was, and they burn it or throw it away. But they don't continue to relive it. If you have a crappy attitude, you've got to look at how am I creating it? Am I being a victim in life? And am I repeating victim stories? Am I telling people how life is so unfair? Are we recreating a crappy attitude? For the most part, it's up to us. It's our deal. We dig ourselves into the ground and then we wonder why we're in such a crappy mood. It's because we're repeating those things that are not fair. Right now, I'm going to tell you the secret to a great attitude is reading good stories about people that have overcome hardship. It's a great way to get your attitude up and to quit repeating those events that happen in life that aren't fair. I'm not saying they're fair. I'm just saying quit repeating them. Hey, get chapter 1 of our #1 best-selling book on motivation and on inspiration and positive thinking at talkdavid.com. Join this YouTube channel, absolutely free, 750 videos to help you bring your life to the next level. And if you want help with your attitude or any other area of life, go to the website, talkdavid.com. I will work with you one-on-one as your counselor, as your coach, and we will kick butt, okay? Have a great day.